start doing what you do.
Looks like you already have.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Mod here, and I know it's been a minute. Shout out to all the new faces and the old friends. You already know the drill. Smash the like button so we can all stay off the high tables radar. For now, of course. But today, we're diving headfirst into that sleek, bloody, but beautifully choreographed world of John Wick, Ballerina. This one's a true spin-off and lands between the events of John Wick 3 and 4. And I know the first question on all y'all's mind is Keanu back, and to what extent? And yes, the boogeyman himself does return, but not in the way that you might expect. He's not the star of the show, but that's actually a good thing. His presence is felt, but his appearance hits a lot harder. Like, his legacy casts this long shadow over everything, but make no mistake, this world is big enough to thrive without Wick in every single frame. And that's where Ana de Armas comes in. Ana takes the lead as Eve, the ballerina assassin. I wasn't super familiar with her before, but she absolutely pulls her weight. And then some. She's fierce, graceful, deadly, and yes, this is her entire character embodied in one. This isn't like a Lady Wick, this is Eve in her own bloody path of revenge. Fun fact, this spinoff actually was in the works since 2017. The Wick team always knew they wanted to do a bigger universe, but now they're actually delivering it. Ballerina explores a fascinating angle on how someone becomes an assassin. For Eve, it's about the legacy, the training, and essentially the pain that she went through. We follow her from the early struggle to full lethal force. It's a journey worth watching, honestly.
Do you like to dance? I know a school where they teach dances.
We have returning faces and some new blood as well. We have Anjelica Huston that returns as the director and has a lot meatier role here, and also gives her a deeper dive into her mysterious faction and honestly how she runs it. Lance Reddick, the big RIP, brings his usual cool gravitas as the Sharon, the Continental's concierge. And then we have McShane is back as Winston, doing what Winston does best, pulling the strings, doing his thing. And shout out to Norman Reedus, small role but huge presence. Like, it's almost like you want to be a part of the Wick franchise at this point.
All right, y'all, I gotta be a little honest and don't judge me here, but I am like baby brand new to the Wick world. Like, I literally just watched the first one like 2 weeks ago. Okay, just don't judge me, just put your head down and move on. All right, but Ballerina, y'all, this movie hit everything for me. The fight scenes, mwah, chef's kiss. The graphics, the gore. I mean, woo, this was brutal, but in the best way possible. Now, the story, it mostly holds up for the most part, though there were a few things that could have used more context. And y'all, please explain to me what these gold coins are really, like, what are they? Why is everybody paying with them? Or, like, I don't understand. Explain to me in the comments, please. But nonetheless, I was still hooked within the first 5 minutes. And let me tell you, these movies do right. They grab you by the collar and say, let's get down. And y'all, Ana de Armas, the girl, ruthless, I mean focused, but elegant. And, you know, she's not just a stand-in for Keanu. No, she's definitely carving her own legend, and I am here for it, okay? And there is one moment in the movie that stuck out to me, and that's when Winston was comparing her curiosity to Eve in the Garden of Eden. Quote unquote, he says, Eve's curiosity is why we're in the place we are now. I mean, that line cut, especially knowing how far this chick goes to finish her mission.
I do love a movie that's self-aware, and this one knows exactly who Eve is. She's not perfect. She stumbles, and you do see her starting to adapt and actually get that learning curve. And when that switch flips, oh, yeah, you do see the beast inside. Of course, one of the biggest talking points you're going to probably hear about is the choreography in it. It's off the charts, gunplay, hand-to-hand. There's some weapons here you really only can see in something like Grand Theft Auto. It's here, it's ridiculous, but it's well done. You can feel the punches, the sweat, and the stakes is actually there. Like, you actually feel the sense of urgency behind it, and I appreciate that. And then also, the cinematography is on point, especially in the third act when Eve arrives in this eerie little town that's almost, let's just say, mind-bending. The environment tells a story, the murals on the fridge, the shooting practices outside, every detail adds depth. It's beautifully haunting, to be honest. There were also some reports of reshoots, but from what I read and researched, it wasn't damage control, it was more like icing on the cake. You might spot a few seams that might be busting through a little bit, but it doesn't drag the movie down.
Shout out to Keanu. Okay, I just love him. All right, he always shows up as the same dude. I mean, literally, and somehow it just works every single time. And to the all real life ballerinas, I commend you guys, because ain't no way I'm making my toes bleed. And ooh, child, I couldn't even last maybe 20 seconds on my tippy toes. But okay, nonetheless. Now, the only real critique I have for this is I did feel like the ending was a little rushed. Like, they hit the gas too hard and it just didn't quite stick, with the landing. But honestly, by that point, you're already strapped in for the ride, and the destination, it honestly doesn't really matter. This world, it's rich with lore and possibility. And if the fans are down, and I think they will be, Ballerina could easily branch into its own series. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that. And if you're into the John Wick universe, this one, it's really no-brainer. I mean, it's sleek, sharp, and dripping with style, packed with fresh faces and fierce energy. But best part, y'all, it doesn't drag. Fast-paced and totally rewatchable. Like, okay, I know I've been running my mouth for way too long, so what do you guys really came here for? What do we officially give John Wick's Ballerina? A heartbeat.
Hind.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, now it's your turn. Are you guys a fan of the John Wick's universe? How do you guys feel about the spin-offs in the series, kind of expanding the world overall? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear it all. And of course, tell someone you love them today. We love y'all. God bless y'all. And let us go to the movies for you.
Bye.